Buddy boys! It is the 31st of May. These are my buddy boys, Toby and Elsa. I'm sure you've seen them. I don't know how much I've said about Toby and Elsa on the channel. But Toby and Elsa were little foster babies. So they were only here until they had been socialised and neutered. And then they were to go to Cat Protection League and hopefully off to a forever home where they live together. And tomorrow we are waking up very early to take Toby and Elsa in to be neutered. See, this is Elsa. Elsa is the more playful of the two at the moment. No! Cable. Cable is not for you. I've got a little microphone. I don't know how good it is. You'll have to let me know what the audio on this video is like. I thought maybe we could draw something for this video. Sorry, reaching for sketchbooks. I have 2 sketchbooks at the moment. No, I have more than 2 sketchbooks. I have too many sketchbooks. We have this sketchbook that I'm sure I've shown before. I painted the cover of it. No. It's nearly complete. This is a sticker I got made. It's of my art. It's from Redbubble. I might do a tour of this one eventually. I mean, I will definitely do one. But I've got another sticker in here somewhere. I'll do a tour eventually and we'll look through it and talk about each of the different art pieces. I did acrylic paint on some pages, which is fun. I'm kind of surprised that acrylic paint, that this paper can handle that, but yeah, it did it fine. So I could probably do marker on one side and then acrylic paint on the other. I guess we'll find the other sticker when we do the proper tour. Move your horrible little pawsies. Move your horrible little pawsies. At the back we have where I swatched my flesh crayons. I got the Colours of the World set of crayons, so I was just doing that in there. And then when I got some markers, not markers, fine liners, some pens, I tried them out there and there. So now I've got to finish that drawing, I guess. I might do markers with that. Let's finish that now, actually. And then we've got on the other side, Villian. Thought I had a little square of paper in here somewhere. A little square, a little papy square. Apparently I do not have a little papy square. That's Akira growling in the background. Apparently I did not have a little papy square. I lied to myself about the little papy square. Or maybe the little papy square's in this one. This is something else, Cario, unrelated to the other stuff. I'm kind of trying out new things in terms of sketchbooks, so that is that. When that's finished, I'll probably show you through it and talk about the projects that I have going on in it at the moment. This is your sneak peeks kind of thing. This is another of my sketchbooks I'm working in. This is kind of I try to be a little more polished and put together for this one, which for me is not, it's a task, I guess. It's got a little thing in here. I really like this one so far. It handles things pretty decently because the paper is thick. I did marker on this page. I did watercolour pencil on this page with ink outlines. I did watercolour pencil on this page, and then I did marker on this page. I did marker on this page, and it kind of bled through to this page. So on this page, I did watercolour. I don't know if I used pencils or not. I think I might have used pencils to cover up what the marker that had bled through, and you can kind of see that it mirrors deliberately to kind of hide that it had bled through, and it kind of stained this page a little, the bleed from this. So this is what I did. And then I'd used marker on this page too. So then on this one I stuck 2 post things over the bleed, and then I was able to use marker on that. And then I just used marker on this one anyway, because why not? And then we've got a little bit of bleed through, and then this is the little square. It's the same little square as one that's on there. So with this, so I'm getting into the habit of kind of using that kinds of things, so I can use up every single bit of the page, and using washi tape and, you know, adding things to make it have more of an interesting look to it. But this is not the sketchbook we need. Hello, Tobelius. His name is not Tobelius, it's just Toby or Tobias. But you know, cats, you always end up giving them the most goofy nicknames. Washi tape, flesh pens. I have the Colours of the World pens. I don't think I ever ended up swatching those. Maybe I should swatch them. This is my cube of note things. I've got a bag next to me that I'm looking through if you're curious about what I'm looking at. Pencil case. I keep thinking about doing pencil case tours, because I know a channel I watched did that, and I don't know, maybe that's something people like seeing. I think I'm not really inclined to do so unless there's active interest in it, because I have 4 different pencil cases. This is one of them. This is where the clutter kind of goes, the ones that don't fit in any of the other pencil cases. So this is a mechanical pencil. This one is my favourite mechanical pencil, but I do have other mechanical pencils. Yeah, this is a mechanical pencil. I've got several that are the same as this one. These ones work, but they're not my favourite. This is from Warehouse Stationery. I don't know if Warehouse Stationery is really a thing outside of New Zealand. Yeah, I think that's just a New Zealand thing. Papermate, I'm sure that's a brand everywhere. Papermate pens. I often get these Papermate Inkjoy ones, the black, because I used to sketch and pen a lot. I've slightly moved away from it again, it varies. I have a white gel pen, but I think it might be out of ink. Donkey Bonk Bonk. This Stadler, I like that brand, but I think I found this pencil annoying for some reason. So this is meant to be Gavin, the royalty version of her. I was doing a meme kind of thing. And, you know, meme, one of the things was to draw your character as if they were royalty, and Gavin in her canon is actually a princess, so she's already royalty. So yeah, so really you'd think, so we've got child Gavin, unfinished picture that I will never finish. So we've got normal Gavin, and then we've got gender bend Gavin. I think as a male, if Gavin had been born a male, Gavin would have grown the hair out longer. It's kind of bled through from the other side, as you can see. And then child Gavin, and then royalty Gavin. So you'd think the claw is stuck in my sweater. You'd think royalty can and normal, yeah, they're pretty much the same. They are the same. Her normal is royal. And then I was going to do villain Gavin on that side, but I don't really want to draw villain Gavin, so I'm probably not going to, because this was for a TikTok trend, and I think the trend's kind of moved on, and honestly I'm not really that interested in posting to that. I mean, I post on TikTok, and I like posting on TikTok, but at the same time it never really occurs to me to post on TikTok. Sir, you are a problem. Type. That's my pencil. Hi Tobe, my little soggy boy. So they go in to get neutered tomorrow morning. And then I don't know when they go to the Cat Protection League. But I know I'm going to miss them a lot. My lovely boys. Keep your face out of there. I guess I can sit the phone down as much as I want, and if this is working properly and it's recording audio through the thing that I have on me, the microphone, then yeah. We'll probably stick this underneath the paper. Yeah, kind of can. So the marker doesn't bleed through as much because we're going to use marker. I do have pencils, and I bought some new pencils online. I haven't gotten the email to pick them up yet because I'm picking them up. I did click and collect. I haven't gotten that email yet, but I'm looking forward to it. They're slightly fancier pencils than my usual pencils, and I'm really excited. There's some really fancy pencils that I would love to get. Like if 8 people commissioned me, I could get those pencils, but you know, a lad has not been getting any commissions. So if you happen to think, hey, I would like Jasper to get some fancy pencils, send people my commission info or even commission me yourself. Not that it would actually guarantee I'd get fancy pencils, because I have a few things I need to pay off actually that are more important than fancy pencils. Elsa, is that fun? I've got Lily sitting on the cat tower next to the bed too. I think I did her legs kind of short here, but you know what? It's a sketchbook. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm allowed to make mistakes as much as I want in my sketchbook. I could always put a little papy fella over this and fix it up a little, but you know, I'm not going to. Because the whole point of a sketchbook is you decide each sketchbook's purpose for yourself, and this sketchbook, I don't know what its purpose is, but I feel like its purpose has been met in this sketchbook. Sorry, those are little funky hands. No, you don't eat the sketchbook. So we're probably going to have boots on her, because I draw characters wearing boots a lot. Keep your face off my sketchbook, you little gremlin. So Elsa is definitely the most playful one of them. Toby has been a little bit more dozy lately, but I think he's gotten old enough that he's entering his teen years. So he's entering his lazy wants to sleep era, because I guess he probably is hitting a little bit of a growth spurt. He's got a little less energy, you know. He's got the focus on that growth. Maybe he'll perk up a little once he's been neutered and doesn't have so many hormones. Are you enjoying that, Elsa? So we do have other markers that we can use also. My Nana got most of these markers for me on either birthday or Christmas, and they're not the most expensive markers, but they're the markers I have, and I like them and I appreciate them a lot. So yeah, these are my markers. They're all the Unity brand. I think that's a warehouse brand. Unity might be at Warehouse Stationery too, because those two things are kind of intertwined. I've also got some random highlighters in here. These random highlighters, I really like highlighters lately. And it's because of those random highlighters that I bought scissors, a little squishy, because I had a brief squishy obsession and I still have a lot of squishies. I still really like squishies, I'm just not obsessed with them like I briefly was. I think this one is the one I tend to reach for the most often. No particular reason, I just grab it the most because it's usually the one on top of the pile. Makes sense. This one is nearly white. We don't need that. Actually, I think I've gotten them confused. I don't think this is the one I typically reach for, but it's the one I'm going to use right now. So these Crayola markers, I don't think they bleed through quite as much as what my Unity markers do. This is an alcohol-based one. I don't know what Crayola markers are. Colours of the World. These Colours of the World ones are the only markers from Crayola I've ever owned. And I got them because I wanted some flesh colours. I don't know if I ever got a flesh pack for these. I don't feel like I have many flesh colours, so I can't have. I've also got a couple of these really cheap ones that I got. I'd love to get some decent markers eventually, but you know, it's not the top of my priority list. I'm not really the best at traditional art, if I'm honest. Like, traditional art used to be my only option, and then it used to be, when I was newer to digital art, I would often do the sketch traditionally, and then I would scan it or take a picture of it and I'd put it on my laptop, and then I would use paint.net and colour in with a mouse digitally after having done the sketch traditionally. And now I have my art tablet and I use Clip Studio Paint. So, you know, I don't really need to do traditional art. Like, I could just never do traditional art again and that would be fine. But I still enjoy doing traditional art, but I just find that something about colouring pencils, coloured pencils, tends to hurt my hand more than digital art. There we go. And then we need a slightly darker colour for the shadows. I will show you the bleed. See, you can kind of see it, but it's not that bad. It's not as bad as what those other ones will be. A little bit of pink. I'm not sure what the cats are doing. Ugh, I can't get the lid off this one. Got it. Devin actually wears pink a lot, so maybe I should use this for her dress. Her hair is pink too, but this is too much of a light pink. Like, yeah, too much of a light pink wouldn't really suit. She also has red eyes. Gavin's probably one of my slightly older characters. I think out of the characters I designed that I have, Cario might be the oldest. Cario and Oiric, because I created them around... You can't have that. He picked it up. Show them how you pick up pens then. You don't know how to draw. Put them back in the box. You don't know how to draw, buddy. You don't. He's purring. Yeah, hard to do these kinds of things one-handed. If I were at my desk, it would be easier, but I'm not at my desk. If you happen to know a good brand for white pens, by the way, I would love that recommendation. I don't really care about the price range. I can save up, I guess. But I just want decent white pens. This is Uniball Signo Broad, and I think there was an issue with it that made me not use it. Kobe's in awe of me doing that with the pen. I need a slightly darker skin. Had the pen lid in my mouth, sorry. Can you get off my sketchbook? Kind of dark, but you know what? It's fine. I think we might add a little bit of fun to this sketchbook page too. A little bit of fun. That sure is a way to put it, but okay. Pencil was stabbing my arm. Probably a little too dark, but you know what? It's fine. And then we are done with the flesh colours. Thank you, flesh colours. I got 4 highlighters the other day because I like highlighters, and those little ones I have are not really great. And I'm thinking I need to get some fine ones with a fine tip because I'm not great at using this broad one. See, that's my proof. The fact that I went to draw so it was immediately outlining her, and no, Elsa, you cannot attack that. No, it's my wire. It's my cable. It's my wire. I keep holding my phone close to my face as if that will affect the audio, but no, it should not affect the audio now anymore. So hopefully now it won't be annoying, because I found it to be an annoying quirk of my older videos that which side the audio came from in the video depended on which side of my face I held my phone on. So you'd end up being like, okay, I'm watching this video, Jasper has just walked to the other side of me. Oh. And yes, the kittens do at all times make things this hard because they must be involved in everything I do. So on one hand, it's like, oh, I'm going to be able to do things without the kittens in my way. But on the other hand, I've gotten used to doing things all the time with kittens wanting to intercede. And if they're not wanting to intercede, then they're either napping. And if they're napping, they're probably in a lazy little pile all over me. Oh, my phone's going flat. I guess I will not finish this video now. Good day.